Hey guys, so we're here back again with another review, and today we'll be taking a look at the Masters of the Universe Origins Target exclusive, oh boy, Origins of Evil Keldor and Kronus 2-pack. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alrighty guys, as I said before, today we are taking a look at Keldor and Kronus. They are part of the Target exclusive, oh boy, 2-pack known as the Origins of Evil, released as part of Mattel's Masters of the Universe Origins line. Boy, this one's a real piece of work, let me tell you what. No issues with these, actually. These are actually probably the most solid MOTU figures I've gotten in a while, as far as just straight up overall tightness of joints and no looseness and stuff staying together, not having any weeble wobble. Nothing too bad on that front, but boy is it a bitch to find. So I actually got two of these. Well, Mr. Brian got two of these, and the other one is already spoken for, so do not bother me for it, because it is set aside for a local friend of ours who shall not be named for privacy reasons, because without said local friend, yours truly would not have half of these damn figures. So I think that's the least we can possibly do for the guy, right? Right? But with that being said, I am pretty stoked to actually get these, and I'm glad I didn't pay super ridiculous scalper prices for it, because for a while, let me just say, could have bought the new Mythic Legions Deluxe Legion Builders wave for what they were getting for this 2-pack here, which is absolutely and utterly insane. I pity anyone who paid that. You know who you are. Because at the end of the day, paying over double, I think you kind of lose justifying overpaying for something after that point. But that's just my personal opinion. You know, some people literally can't find the stuff. I completely get it. It would cost the same in gas money, time, and effort. So, in some cases, it is completely 100% understandable. And in some cases, I think you're freaking crazy. So, with that being said, let's get Kronus out of the way here and take a look-see at old Keldor. We're touching my 2000X itch with this 2-pack, and I approve of that. So Keldor, it's the same as the basic Skeletor they put out, but he of course has a Keldor head. That's a really solid head sculpt for ultimately a $15 action figure. That's like classics good. It's like really close. It's almost like they just recycled it. I'm not sure if I could put this on my classic Skeletor, but pretty tempted. He does come with the Havoc staff. Not the band Havoc, just Havoc as in total chaos and destruction. And it has this kind of translucent ram skull on it. Kind of fades to that, as if he's charging it up to zap somebody. So that is pretty cool. I like that quite a bit. He also comes with this little sword here. I don't think this is reused from Prince Adam, but I could be wrong. He can easily hold that in his hand, though. Oh, actually, no, not really. This is the... If they just made this handle like a millimeter longer, he could hold it, but yeah, it's... I don't think it's gonna work. But you could sheath it on his back if you were so inclined. There you go. He's holding it in his left hand at least. But yeah, these kinds of swords just kind of fall right out of the hand. So it would have been nice if he came with the other half of the power sword in purple instead, because Keldor is known for having two swords in 2000X. I don't know if he used the ram skull stick. The Havoc staff. Stupid, what are you doing? In 2000X, before he was Skeletor, But I do know that the dual sword thing was kind of his thing when it came down to just straight up melee fighting. And it would have been nice if they included the other half to kind of go with the half that came with the single pack Skeletor. Maybe we'll get that later on the line. I don't know. But he also comes with this badass pseudo Alcala style Skeletor head, which, don't worry, this will be going to good use. I assure you that. But looking at Keldor, go over the articulation real quick here because it's the same on both figures. He's got the double ball joint situation in the head. His head's a little loose. It does pop off pretty easily, so you can easily put this head on if you wanted to. Okay, maybe not so much, but there's a basic idea of what it looks like with that Skeletor head. Ooh, that looks nice. Taking that off though. Let's just take this cape off altogether. The cape is gonna get in the way, so we'll just take that off. Let's put the Keldor head back on here so he's not headless. Jeez. Okay, that feels a little tighter now. Might not have had it pushed down all the way. But, yeah, really nice Keldor head on that guy. But shoulders go in and out, forward and back. He's got a single joint at the elbow, swivel at the elbow, swivel at the wrist, as well as a hinge. He's got a waist swivel. A little bit loose, but the belt does tighten that up quite nicely. So that's fine. I don't mind loose joints. I can always tighten that up if I really wanted to. But in this case, I don't feel it's necessary. Hips, kick out to the side, back down, forward and back. Does have a single joint at the knee, swivel at the knee, swivel at the boot. Then he's got a rocker with a hinge in the foot. The boots are pretty secure on there. I think the boots are new. I don't recall these ever being available before. I don't think it's the monster feet or the monster boot with the regular feet. I thought this guy just had the fuzzy boots, but he's got all new boots. I will say this back armor does not stay plugged in very well. It just kind of pops out. And nothing is torn. Nothing is broken, but it does not stay together very well. It just kind of pops out. Maybe I don't have it pushed in all the way, but pretty sure I do. Let me see here. Maybe I don't have it pushed in all the way. It's a possibility, but I will say this guy's armor was pretty jank out of the box too. They didn't assemble it correctly, so I wouldn't be surprised if the hole's a little warped or something. That's no big deal. There's this thing called super glue that fixes a lot of crap like that, so not the biggest problem in the world, at least for me anyways. I'm not sure if I can really sheath that sword back there now, but I might still give it a try. You know what, I'm going to leave that cape off for the rest of the video. It's just going to get in the way. But moving on from him, we have Kronus, who has the same articulation, so we're not going to get into that too much. He does have, I believe, the same gun that Webstore uses. Maybe? I don't remember this clip being there, but it's kind of ammo clip thingy. I don't know if you can tab that into something or not, but really cool looking gun. New piece for the line. I don't think it comes with a Grayskull, but I could be wrong. But Kronus here is, of course, Trapjaw before he gets his shit promptly wrecked and his face ripped off and his arm. So you could essentially turn this into Trapjaw if you wanted to. You just got to swap out this arm and the head, and then give him the belt from the single release. And the other arm, I guess, because he didn't have a gray bracelet over here. And this gives me hope that maybe we'll get a mini-comics Trapjaw. That'd be kind of cool. I'd like to see that. We are getting a mini-comics Triclops. Maybe they'll do a 2-pack. Who knows? Maybe it'll be easier to find. Who knows? But he does have an extra armor piece. And this is cool because it's kind of an homage to 2000X where he stored weapons on his back. So you could put the gun on his back like he had in 2000X. And if we bring in old... I can find him and not knock over Skeletor. We do have the hook hand here. You can, I think, put the weapons back here. Yeah. It'll take some doing, but you can get them in there. So you can have his weapons on his back if you want. Kind of debating on swapping some parts around. I don't really do that a lot with this line. I kind of don't care for it, but in this case, it's one time where it's kind of useful. But again, they kind of just fall out, so maybe that'll work better with the gun. I don't know. One thing I am curious about, though, is if you can actually use the Trapjaw head on this body, because it pegs into a completely different style of neck than this guy. But that's another story for another day. I don't want to bog you guys down with all of that. I'm sure somebody out there has already done the part swapping bit before, so I won't beat around the bush too much with that. So giving him his blaster back. I like this gun, though. I like this Kronus figure. A lot of people don't care about this figure as much as the Keldor, but I think he's cool. I dig him. I don't mind his crazy Ninja Turtles super hyper, I just got kicked in the junk and now I'm pissed off and mad about it head sculpt. I like that a lot, actually. So putting him here. He's cool. I like him quite a bit. Keldor back out. Do we throw the cape back on? Why not? I'll throw the cape back on him for old time's sake. The cape is nice and thick, too. I don't think you got to worry about tearing it. I would advise you pop the head off before you put the cape on, obviously. Where did I put the Havoc staff? There it is. I will say the Havoc staff on mine came out a little warped. That's about the only issue other than the back piece kind of unpegging, but again, it's the back. Am I really going to notice? Am I really going to notice? Probably not. Probably not. Here they are. Dynamic duo of doom. Not ready for the close-up. And again, I really like these two. I think this is a cool set. Do I like them better than Skeletor and Trapjaw? I gotta say, I think I like the Keldor a little bit more than the Skeletor single release, but he does come with the awesome Alka head. I know it's Alcala. I say Alka because it's funny. But speaking of which, for those of you who do not like this head, first of all, you're silly because there's nothing wrong with that head. The hoods don't match, but since it's a hood, who gives a crap? So, let's see. Let's pull that sword out. Daggum. I may need to actually heat this before I get it plugged in here, but this is how my Skeletor is gonna stay. I think it's in there all the way now. Kind of sits high on the neck. Huh, weird. At least it looks that way. Maybe I'm just crazy. Maybe it's because the other one's a little bit thicker. Maybe that's why it looks kind of funny. But I think it is. I think the other head's just a little tiny bit wider. This one's a little bit slimmer. Let's try and get his sword back here. Jeez. Jeez. And there is Skeletor with the Alcala style head. It's starting to come together a little more. I guess the purple isn't too far of a stretch. I guess you could just say he's got a black hood. But that's how my Skeletor's going to stay. I don't care if the hood matches the rest of the figure or not. I think that's fine. But putting him next to Keldor here, you can see that they do have some different pieces. The armor is for the most part the same. Make sure he's actually on screen here with my magical double tap. I will say, Keldor, it's kind of weird they put that green bat on there because that's not a Keldor thing. Keldor just had the purple, as far as I know anyways. I could be wrong. It's been a while since I watched 2000X, but of course here is Kronus next to Trapjaw. I might just leave him as is. I think Trapjaw is fine the way he is. I might see what it looks like, the parts swapped out, but that Trapjaw's waist is wicked hard to take off, so yeah, there you go. There's your Origins comparison with their previous counterparts. With an extra head swap, that is. Yeah, I love this 2-pack, man. This is the most fun I've had with these figures in a long time. I mean, granted, it hasn't been that long, but I gotta say, this is a pretty sick 2-pack. It's definitely one to pick up. And then we got our 2 regulars. We got the Mythic Legion's Brother Mandibulus. And, of course, where did he go? Is he over here? No? Uh-oh. Spawn has left the building. Where did... There he is. I moved him. He's in a weird spot. There. Brother Mandibulus and Spawn, who are, of course are going to be taller, but they're in every video. I gotta live up to that standard, man. I got to. So there you go. There you go. Get him out of here. So yeah, that's about it for Kronus and Keldor. Side note, Kronus is the name of the Greek god of time. It was also Zeus's daddy, who ate him, then threw him up. Fun times. Either way, I actually want to try this. How easy is this to pop off? Ooh, that's tight. Oh. Well, I did it. I didn't break nothing, but holy hell. Yeah, the Trapjaw waist here is tighter than a monkey's uncle. So, yeah, be wary about that. Or I could say for this arm here, this just popped out earlier, but it seems to be staying in now. But I had to do my waist pop test. It was really easy on Keldor. I'm surprised it's so tight on this guy. Lately, it's been pretty easy to pop the waists apart, but I figured I'd go for it and see if I broke something. Make this video a little bit more entertaining by flipping the hell out, but nope. Sorry, not sorry. Not today, folks. I have no complaints other than the distribution on this thing is dog shit. And don't overpay for this on eBay if you possibly can. If you literally can't, try not to pay more than double. It's coming down in price. It's cool, but I don't think it's more than that cool. I mean, double price is what I would pay a year from now if I absolutely needed to have this. And really, I didn't, but I have it, and I'm happy with it, and it's awesome. It's MOTU, damn it! Couldn't go wrong with MOTU other than Robotos and Hordak boots. Either way, we ain't talking about those losers. We're talking about these fellas. They're not losers, because they're awesome. So, yeah, I would highly recommend you pick this up if humanly possible. Question mark. I have no major complaints, but I do have a question. Did Keldor ever have the yellow-green bat on his chest plate there? I think that was a... I want to say that was a mini-comic thing, which kind of makes sense, but at the same time it doesn't. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. But I will say, I do highly recommend this 2-pack. It's cool. I dig it. You can do some good customizing with these two. You can make a better trap jaw if you didn't like the other trap jaw, which if you didn't, something wrong with you. You can swap the Skeletor heads out and have the quintessential, I think, Skeletor. A little bit cooler looking Skeletor in my opinion. And yeah, you got some extra parts for customs if you're into doing all that. I'm not. I still say the part swapping thing is kind of eh, but to each their own, I guess. So with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this review. Don't forget to like this video, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you know whenever I upload more reviews like this one. Well, not really. We're going to be doing some heavy editing over the next couple of days because Mythic Legion's Aerithir is here. Oh, shit. And as always, don't forget to hit me up on Instagram at Overlord Productions for live unboxing videos, which I do post to IGTV in case you miss them. You can watch them in their full train wreck glory over on there. I haven't done one recently. Went over that in the Lady Death video. Gonna be saying that for a little bit, actually. Why that happened. Because, you know, I've been off for like a week. So, yeah. And this is also a video I wasn't planning on doing at all because, well, I didn't think I'd have these anytime soon. But I do, and I'm happy with them. And that's cool. That's fantastic. It's good to be happy. Not sad, depressed, and miserable. That freaking sucks. And as always, don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what you think of this 2-pack, if this thing is hard to find where you're at, if you got it, if you don't got it, if you want it. But remember, keep the comments civil, because the world sucks enough as it is, especially when Target keeps getting all the cool exclusives. What is up with that? And until next time, I'll catch you guys later. I just realized how kind of mismatched and out of order my outro is, but you know what? I don't care.